Okay. Thank you for your patience, everybody. Let's get some music going. And I also need to make sure that it's not too loud so it doesn't overtake my thoughts. There we go. There we go. All right, but yes, welcome back, everyone. Welcome back. Hope everyone's doing well today. Let me make sure OBS is catching properly. Hell yeah. And Captain Crazy, congrats on getting that first. Good to see you. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. And today we're going to do some more pixel art stuff. This time it's more game dev focused because I've been working on, oh, and Divine, good to see you too. I've been working on a 1-bit game as well, along with all the others I've been doing. And I need to make some more enemies and stuff for it, because I've got the hero characters, I've got the background, I've got the HUD, and I've got a few enemies done, but I need more finished. And you may be wondering, why the hell do you have a line here and here? Well, that's quite simple. Also, one second, I just realized window capture is not... Okay, it is doing that. Good, good, good. The reason why is because, well, we're making these 16 by 16, so it needs to stay within these bounds, and that's a lot easier to do when you have a bounding box on it. And the reason we have 4 boxes here in a 32 by 32 canvas is because we're going to do it for each of these different panels. We're going to make the main one up here, and then after we make the main one, we're going to go ahead and make variants here, here, and here. Just laying in bed. Fair, fair. It do be how things do sometimes. All right, but what do I want to make this time? I've made goblins. Have I made vampires yet? Or have I made art? Have I made people yet? I haven't made just basic ass people yet. I need to make a bandit. Yeah, let me show you what I've made so far for the game to give you an idea. Sprite, let's go to string game, monsters. Okay, I've made ghosts, goblins, knights, and skeletons, as well as 1 beast. But let me show you. Okay, because the way things look, like the knights right here, as you can see, they're not the most detailed thing, but using 1 bit, you can only do so much. So I gotta make things look right. There's also been the Skelebobs, which you know I love me some good old Skelebobs. Got a sword, axe, dagger and torch, mage. Then of course you got the goblins. Though my personal favorite that I made were the ghosts. As you can see, just different variants. My personal favorite one being this one here, because he's just... This one down here, because he's just tired of the shit, man. He is just tired. That goes like, oh, another adventurer. I guess I'll deal with it. Meanwhile, the one to his left is going, oh shit, another adventurer, no! And then of course for Beast, I've only got 1... Whoops, that opened the wrong way. I've only got 1 beast so far, which is this little scythe weasel dude. I need to make more of those. But yeah, just, this is what I've essentially been making, you know? We got some enemies made, I need to make more, because I don't have too many. Yes, each one is technically has 4 variants, being there's been a total of... There's around maybe... 17? Yeah. 4 times 4 is... 4 times 3 is 12, plus another 4 is, you know, 16, plus 1 beast. Yeah, that's 17 different enemies. I need to make more. Also, hey Cole, how you doing? How you doing? Good to see ya. So yeah, I need to make either a bandit, or a thief, enemy archers, or something else. But yeah, how you doing, Cole? How you doing? I hope you're doing well. All right, let's start off by making where the face will be. Let's start with... Because the face can't be too big. We gotta make everything fit within a certain size after all. Let's go like that. that. There we go. Doing all right, feeling a little sick, but we're gonna give her. Dude, I feel ya. When I woke up, I was feeling feverish as well, so I was thinking of, oh, I can either just go back and lay down, or I can get the grind on, get some game dev work done. I decided, you know, game dev work it was. Ooh, there we go. I like that. Okay. So keep in mind, the black line likely will be getting changed around. There, yeah, because sometimes you just gotta get the grind going. As much as it sucks, we just gotta get the grind going. Alright, we want... Alright, this looks like it'll be a bandit, so let's go ahead, move this way a little bit, and I am going to outline where the Kniffy will be, because he's gotta have a Kniffy. You know, like that. There we go. Got a good old Kniffy. Like that. Just gonna assume, but you're really not feeling it today? Fair, fair. And hola, ¿cómo está? Hey, Nibnob, how you doing? That is the extent of my Espanol, by the way. Do not expect any more. Well, I do know muy bien, gracias, ¿y tú? Or así, así. You know, let's actually raise this up a bit. Let's raise all this up a bit. There we go. All right. So we need to make it to where... That's a little wonky, but we'll make it work. Ay, gobbles. Gobble, gobble. Because you gotta remember, we gotta keep everything within this small pixelated area here, which is not gonna be easy. We have 16 by 16 pixels to work with, so technically we have 32 pixels to work with in total, but it's not easy. We're just gonna get a base outline for right now. Let's maybe move these over one. Let's see, maybe like this. Yeah, I see it coming together now. Okay. Takes a little bit of doing, but eventually you can see things coming together. All right. Sorry, whenever the Mega Man X music hits just right, oof. Hey, Wolf, thanks for checking my chat. How you doing? Hell yeah. But what's cracking, Wolf? What's cracking? How's Bees Use? I hope Use Bees goods. Ah! Let's not do that, say we did. Let's make sure that doesn't happen there. Whoops. All right. And now I do a little bit of this. A little bit of this. Okay. Now I need to go ahead and put an actual background on this. We're going to make it black. Okay. We've got our bounding box. We can now figure out what to do from here. Hey, Pokemon, welcome in, welcome in. Good leaving in a bit. Want to say hi and hang out? Hell yeah. Good to have you here, whether it be for a long time or a little time. We gotta go back to the white pixels. We're gonna make this more of a... Let's lower that a bit. Ah! I'm on the wrong layer. Oh, I'm on the wrong layer. Hold up. Edit. Redo that. Be on the correct layer this time. There we go. I don't like that. Try and make it look like it has a proper curve to it, but... No, that's just... Nope. Alright. Aha! There we go. That's better. That's much better. Okay. Now I need to figure out how to make this all line up proper. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give him a... Give him that? No, I think we leave that there. We'll leave that like that. But I do want to give him a bit of... Ooh, okay. It looks like he's got a nose. That actually looks better right there. Okay. Do a little bit. Perfect. Because right now, with how it is, with how we're just on using one bit, once you get the base outline done, you fill it in with white. Instead of treating it like I'm doing actual adding pixels and filling in line art. No. Now I'm treating it like I'm sculpting with clay. That gives me a better way to work with it in my brain. That might be a little too high there, but we'll see if we can make it work. What about like this? No. That right there can stay though. Let's make that front leg a little more prominent. Same with the back leg. There we go. That looks better. Okay, we like that. We like that. Give him some Mega Man style features. Womp, 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 womp. Hey, Akira. Welcome in, welcome in. Good to have you. Hope you're doing well today. All right, so we've essentially already made our bandito, or our thief, or hell, this could even be a pirate. Okay, let's do that. I want... I do sort of want that there, but... No, not like that. Seems a little too thick right there. No. Actually, that's pretty fine as is now I look at it. But it feels like it needs a little more oomph. You get what I'm saying? maybe this right here to indicate... Okay, that gives a little more texture to it. That does give a little more texture to it. Fills in some blanks for the layer. I do that. May want to keep it on the back foot, but not the front one. It does give a little more texture, but is it in a good way? That's the question. Not that. All right, let's see. Actually, that right there looks a little better. Okay. I mean, that does look like they're wearing shorts, which bandits would likely do, because they wouldn't be able to afford much else. Do I want this filled in? Not that much. Now he's a scrawny looking son of a bitch. That doesn't quite work. That works actually pretty well, actually. Okay. I think we got something here. No. Yeah, I think that sort of has to be it, huh? It's going 11 p.m. from where you live. You're supposed to be asleep, but couldn't. Fair. Very fair. I've been there so many times myself. I have been in that same position so many... I don't know what I did, but that did not go the way I planned for it. Just have to leave it like that. It's very simple, but most of these designs will be being 1-bit and stuff. It's the main thing is, do you see a bandit when you see that right there? Do you see a bandit, pirate, or whatever, you know? That's the main thing. Can you imagine it as such? And personally, I can. So, let's make some variants. This also means it's time to go ahead and black out these red outlines. Make that invisible for a moment. Now I'm going to grab this, copy, paste, because we're going to make a total of 3 different variants of the base one that we made. Hey, Enesman, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. All right, let's get that black outline going. We now have our bounding boxes as well as, you know, our base. So we need to go ahead and modify this to look different. We got the one that has a knife. Let's go ahead and make one that has something a little different here. So we're just gonna leave that 1 pixel all the way up there so I can remember where the boundary is. I think this one, I want the arm stretched more out. Maybe up and out, actually. Yeah, like that. And he will have... Let's see. Like that. There we go. All right. We could have an unarmed one. That could actually be useful to have as well. I think what we want here is... Not there. Doing well. Picked up a new game on whim yesterday, and it's so cool. Obi the Insect God. I've actually never heard of that one. What's it about? Come on, yeah, jam. Yeah, I enjoyed the good old Spark Mandrill. It's got pixelized sprites like Mortal Kombat, except for it's a Metroid. Oh, that's cool. I like that idea. Digitized. Yeah, I get what you meant. All right, so what should I give? Aha, I know. I can't get it right the way I want it to. All right, I'll think about that later. But for now, let's give this guy... Let's just first get the bounding box set up. Oh, I could give this dude magic. Okay, yeah, that'll work. More special first? No, this is actually for game dev work. This one is purely for me. Let's go ahead and bring these down. Maybe in a bit. Delete that one and that one. Actually, yeah, I want this to be magic, or I could have it be a bomb. If I were to say, you know, give it a fuse like that, maybe make it a little wider. As such, raise it up a little. I say that looks like an enemy bomb. Game dev work. Because art is a big part of game dev. Make no mistake. Alright. Yeah, you know what? I like that. He's got a bomb. He's got a bomb. Okay. Looks like he's got his arm back ready to just huck it over. That looks like a plant. Let's not do those 2 pixels there. Kinda looks like a cherry, but you like it? I mean, could be a cherry bomb. All right, now I need to make another variant. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna yeetus, deletus the Kniffy. Remember where the bounds are. And we're going to, what am I gonna give this one? I think I need his arm up like that again for this. But maybe bring it in a little bit because, I think this one needs an axe. So maybe bring the arm out a little bit more, now I think about it. It's gonna be hard to make this look right. You know, for right now, let's just focus on making the axe shape. Ba-ba-ba-da-da. La-da-la-da. They made it a little too high. That looks a little bit better. I need to rotate this. I need to rotate this. Delete that. We're gonna start over here. Give it a little hook right there, just cuz. Then down like that. It's gonna be hard to do. Because I gotta make sure that the blade actually looks like it's connecting to the staff, but while also having a separator there. Alright, so. I actually need the handle to go like such. Which means I need to move the hand. Doing axes is rather hard. Rather hard. It's got to have the haft right there. Now I got to make it look like the axe is actually part of it. Maybe I move this in. Oop. Didn't grab all of it. Whoops. Okay, that looks a little better now. Okay. Let's go ahead and just... No, it needs to be like that. Which means I probably need to lower the hand. No, sort of needs to be touching the hand in order for it to look like it's actually connecting. Which means I need to just shrink it down a little bit. Okay. Sorry about that. Had a cough sneak up on me. All right. It's turned out great. Thank you. I still think I could do better here. No, that looks less like an axe. But That looks a little more jagged. Which way do I... Yeah, I sort of like it looking a little more jagged, actually, so... Yeah, that looks a little more menacing. It's supposed to be an enemy mook after all, so... There we go. Yeah, we got our axeman. I'm not gonna fuck with it anymore. At least not the axe part. Let's go ahead and... Let's see, should I do that? Here as well? No, once where the shoulder has to go up. We need that like this. Leave that like that. That looks better for these two right here. This one, need that shoulder to go up just to line up with the arm a little better. This one, the arms are lower. All right. Last but not least, I need to make one that's, I think this one I want to make into a mage. So let's start... Let's start here. I mean, this one we will want to do this, because we're gonna go ahead and have the arm going up as such. It's usually 1, 2, 3, 4 pixels away. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, perfect. Like that. Now we need to make some magic. It's gonna be simple magic, so let's go ahead and start with it hovering up like this. Because we can't go too far to the right or it clips with the, you know, the hairband. Looks too similar. We need to adjust. That sort of looks like fire. Should I fill it in? Yeah, filling it in helped. All right. Yeah, that looks better. Okay. Now we got some bandits. Done with those. Okay. All right, now I need to export these. So, folks, remember, this is what they look like on a black background, but they're in reality, they look like this. First things first, we're going to save it as a sprite, monster, new folder. Bandit. All right. There we go. Now, to export them individually. So I'm going to do this, and I'm going to get them all exported individually. So copy, new, paste. That's the wrong button. There we go. Choose file. Documents. Oh. I hit the wrong buttons. Da-da. Sprite. How'd I have these named? How'd I have these named again? Okay, bandit. This one will be saved as a ping. Where's my PNG? Where the fuck's my PNG? There it is. Okay. Bandit knife. And save it. Next up. Copy. Delete. Paste. Control D. Bandit. Bomb. Paste. Bandit Mage. And last but not least, we have Bandit Axe. All right, there we go. They may not look like much, but they'll look good whenever they're on a background. Because to give an example what this looks like, folks, whenever everything is put together, let me go ahead and pull up a Sprite. I'll pull up a mock-up to give you an idea of what it'll look like. Which one do I want to show? Here we go. I'll show you the mock-up that I got. This is what it'll look like whenever it's all done. We got mock-ups like this, and even sprites such as this. Wrong button. Okay, I can't do it that way. I gotta do it this way. If I was to put him here, he'll be expanded to look, you know, a little bit larger, obviously. But yeah, see, because he'll look much better on a black background, stuff like that. So, just to give an idea of what this stuff will look like. Don't say that. All right. Now I need to make more. Because that raised us to 21 enemy types. I need more than that. Meaning it's time to... Yep, we're gonna go close this. Control N, 32 by 32. All right. And now I need to make some more. Now I need to make some more. That's gonna be the hard part. Alright, because I need to have... I think I should have at least... to start off, 25, maybe 30 different enemy types. I don't have many beasts. I need to make more. But it's a little hard to do. Beasts are a little hard to do. Alright, let's get the background filled real quick. We could just put that as that for a moment, though. That way it's hidden. Alright. What beastie do I want to do that right now? I mean, I don't have any bats. I could make a bat. Though there's really only one variant of bat that you can make. At least one sprite look. Well, maybe I just need to make multiple different beasties. 3 different beasties. And then... I'll figure it out as I go. Alright, let's see. So go ahead and get the main head for the bat. Now, we know we need the head of the bat to be quite big. Then like that. Because we want that, and then we want this thing to have an open maw. Because that's how it's going to attack, so maybe, you know what? I think I don't have it extended long enough. Alright. We'll do that for now, but it'll look better when we get to it. Hey, Dino, welcome in, welcome in. How you doing? Hope you're doing well today. You caught us as we're doing some sprite work here, which is proving to be much harder than I thought it would be for a bat already. It's going to be a funky looking bat, but we'll make it work. Okay, do that. Okay. Feet going out like that. I think they have a little tail, don't they? Yeah. Like that. Okay. Let's fill this in real quick, just so we can get to sculpting. Alright. You all know the drill. We're gonna take that, Shift R, change it to fully transparent, and hit OK. Now we can get to sculpting. Rest well, Akira. Thanks for stopping in. It was good having you here. Alright. We know our main spot that we can go to is out here, so let's go ahead and start sculpting this. I need... Starting to look more like a derpy dragon than anything else. Whoops. Let's see here. Because what we want is, we want that. Get some fangs going there. That, some fangs on the bottom. Alright. Which means now I need to extend this a little bit more. Maybe not like that. Like this. Not like that. Maybe like that? You know, let's get the black background so I can go ahead and start doing this a little better. There we go. Round that out a little bit. That? Okay. Ooh. Perhaps like this. Ooh. We need to do some erasing. No, not that much. Maybe that. Is that perhaps? Wish I could just do that, but that ruins the whole thing. Maybe round out the little chin a little bit more. Yeah, that looks okay. That looks better. That looks better. Not great, but better. Ooh, that looks menacing at a distance. Okay. That's much better. Need the lower jaw pulled back like that. Okay. Now I need to start sculpting the wings a bit, so to speak. That doesn't look that good. Let's see. Maybe I should do a little bit this. I mean, that do work. Leave that there. Okay. Leave it with the round body. Maybe remove the tail. That was like that. And put a new one. Could do that. The more I muck with it, the more I don't like it. Man, this has proven to be harder than I hoped it would be. On this one, specifically. What the hell is this creature I just came up with? Now it looks like a giraffe dragon. Now it looks like a giraffe dragon with a cold. Okay. It's got a hand right here. You know what? This could be a unique beastie, though. Happy little accident, you know? In fact, I think that's what we're gonna do. Happy little accident. How close to the line is that? No. Could make it a little bit larger. Okay. All right. So we're going to do that. We're going to go ahead and... do a little bit of that. Give it a little more texture. Ooh, proper feathered wings. Okay, okay, okay. All right. Let's see. If it's gonna be like this, let's turn off the black layer because I want to extend this a little bit. So move this here. Not that there, but maybe a little bit of that there. Bit like that. Thicken up that tail. Yeah, we got a little dragon folk out of it. We got some dragonkin. Okay. You know what? I didn't like the way it was looking as a bat, but as a little mini dragonkin, I like it. As a little dragonkin, it gets a thumbs up. All right. So that is our little beastie there. Huh. We take those. I'm just going to export this. This is a copy new, paste, Control D. All right, this one goes choose file. We're going to go to DataSD, Documents, Aseprite, Monster, Beast. This one is Dragonkin. There we go. Export. Okay. Well then. We accidentally made a Cletus. Alright. Hey, but I will stretch. I just remember. Oh, my brain, it's not working. I'll think of something to say in half a moment, but right now is not that time. There we go. That's a good stretch. Okay. Well, I need to make another beastie. We got that little dragonkin right there, which technically we don't need anymore, but I do see what we can use. We're gonna go ahead and we're just gonna steal this part here. Yoink. The rest of the beast, it's being deleted. All right. So what am I gonna make with this? That, a little bit of that. Okay. What would work with this? Well, well, I'm gonna put pixels in each bounding corner real quick. Now I'm gonna do this. All right. I think we need to make some sort of eldritch beastie. Well, eldritch looking beastie anyway. So let's start. Like this. Continue on like this. The only thing I can think of while I'm doing this right here is you were eaten by a grue. All right. Let's see. This does sort of look... I'm thinking. I know that's a dangerous thing for me to do, but I'm thinking. I think I see what I want to do here. Not fully sure, but I think I see. I'm just gonna let it... I'm gonna trust the process and let it take form as I go. Alright, so... let's go ahead and erase this. This. Don't know what I'm making right now. I really don't. But I'm making something. It's a fish. Okay, I'm making a fish. Yep. Alright, so we're making a fish enemy. I think. I don't know what this thing is, actually. It looks like a fish, but it also looks like a ghost. I've already got a ghost, though, so I can't really do... I've already got 4 ghosts, so I can't really do more. All I know is that this is gonna be nightmare fuel for somebody. Ah, enjoy your lurk there, Lich. Good to see you, by the way. Oh, God. What am I making? Jesus Christ, what am I making? Just needs work? Yeah, I have no clue what this is, but I'm making something. Maybe let's actually do a little bit of this. God, it's just a laughing skull. Jesus Christ. All right. Actually, that looks a little better there. God, imagine if I wasn't limited by only having a 16 by 16 canvas to do each enemy. God damn. I could turn this into some sort of giant creature. Okay, let's see. Because this starting to look like some demon lord type bullshit here. Alright, you know what? Let's delete that. Round that out. Yeah, because if I wasn't limited, I could come down here, make more of the body, and just have its hands up here. If it was a full 32 by 32 pixel, I could just make this a boss. I could make a boss. Say the bosses are 32 by 32 instead of 16 by 16. Ooh. Ooh, I like the idea. Okay, we're going for it. We're making a giant boss monster. Haven't made any of these yet, so I need to. All right. Now what we'll do is I need to make it to where. We're gonna go ahead, go down like this, then back up. Because he's gonna be wearing some sort of cloak, some sort of robe. Like that. Feet would be down here. Like this. Give him some raptor talons. Or maybe he's just floating. Maybe he's just floating, you know, like, something. I'll figure it out. Oh, that works. That actually looks like 2 sets of feet. That looks like 2 sets of feet right there. There we go. Might need to add a little more like this. That'll work. Maybe erase this here. Like that. Go a little bit like that. It looks a little funky, but we'll make it work. Trust me, we'll make it work. Do need to get that there. Maybe move these back a little bit. Yeah, like that. There we go. That's better. I'm figuring this out as I go. Alright. You know, let's just fill that in there. Or it'll be easier to subtract than it will be to add. I mean, this already looks like a dope-ass enemy robe. So, maybe if I do a little bit of that, a little bit of that. that actually looks sort of sick from a distance. All right. I need to change the feed. The feed ain't working no more. All right. I locked in for a moment there, folks. Sorry about that. But whenever it comes to doing this stuff, sometimes you gotta lock in a little bit, you know? This thing is supposed to be a monster, so let's make it look like a monster. No. Alright, let's get just the basic leg shape first for this. Basic leg shape that I want anyway. Okay, okay. It's all come together. All right. Yeah, that'll work for now. Now I need to make an arm. That's gonna be a bitch. Alright, because we know the bounding extends to here. I think what I need to do is I need to make another... Not like that. I need to make another straight line row like this. Maybe? No. Shorter. Because I don't want to... It's definitely going to be hard. Alright. I want the arm up about... yay high. I want it about out to there. Or do I? Let's see. Instead of doing magic, I could have him wielding a weapon. Because the arm needs to seem proportionate to this thing. Which, honestly, right now we're sort of getting. I'm seeing the Matrix now. Okay, let's see. Just for now, do a little bit of that. A little bit of that. Same for the other side. Wrong this bitch up. I'm trusting in the process. I'm just going with random bullshit. This is all just random bullshit go right now. Ooh, from a distance, that actually does look pretty cool. Oh, that looks pretty sick as hell. Idea. Oh, it does give the staff sort of an ethereal look to it because his body's solid, but then the staff looks hollow. I love that idea. It's almost as if the staff exists, but it doesn't exist at the same time. I love that. Ooh. Oh, that's sick. I like it. I like it. Okay. Drag this over here. All right, now we're gonna make another hand. This one's gonna be up here. Bum, 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 bum. Fill that in. Bring it down this way. Then we go here. Maybe give some claws. can't give claws proper. No! Unless... Oh, ooh, oh, ooh. Happy little accident. Okay. Now, if I was to just raise this a little bit. Like that. Do a little bit of that. Oh, that's looking so good. Okay. Like that. Woo! We like it. We like it. Get that extra pixel there to make it look like an extremely large grin. Oh, that. I think we found it, folks. I think we found our boss. I think I made a boss. Okay. That is sick as hell. That is sick as hell. It turned out great. Again, sometimes you just gotta trust the process. I wonder, should I do a little bit of that? Then maybe one of these. Nah. All right. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, just leave that be. Maybe a little dithering. Yeah, that adds a little bit more texture to it. Okay. Okay, there we go. Got our big bad beastie. And remember, it's all just one color. Okay, sorry. All right, so this one, I don't even have to copy paste. This one just goes Control-Shift-S. Choose file. Disk 1, documents. Alright. Sprite. Bosses. This one I'll just save as Demon Lord Boss. There we go. Alright. Well, that turned out pretty well, if I do say so myself. So that means I've got 21 basic enemies and 1 boss so far. All right. Well, that turned out pretty damn well. I didn't know what was going to turn into, but I'm happy with the end result. Crazy to think that it's honestly only that big. That's really as big as it is, folks. God, that turned out so good. Alright. Well, now that's been exported and saved, y'all know what we need to do. Nuke! Okay. So, I need to make more things. I do need to make more beasts. I need to make at least 2 more beasts. Because I can have this thing with just one big boss, and then have enlarged versions of the common mooks to make bosses along the way. I mean, that's how they did it for Wizardry. You know, they only had one big boss at the end. All right. Well, let's set our bounds right here. Pop. We're gonna put it right there, there, and there. There's our bounds. All right, so we need to draw up something. Has my music already looped? I think it has. Yes, it has. Okay. What's up? Let's see what's next. Let me find some more music to go for us real quick. I don't. Nah. I don't want city pop. I want rock and roll. Ooh. Okay, that could work. All right, gonna close that one. Open this one. Okay. There we go. Get some Star Fox going here. All right. I need to make some more small beasties. But what to make this time? I've tried doing the bat a few times and I just keep on failing on that. I don't know why. No, I want to try the bat thing again. Let's try making a bat. Just gotta have the sharp fangs. Eyes right there. Ears like that. Maybe I'll have it be front facing. Maybe. You know, take some inspiration from Castlevania 1's giant bat, you know? Which, I know how that thing looks by memory. Granted, it can't be as big as that, because we've only got 16 by 16 pixels to work with here. That one was 32 by 16. But I could do something. You know? Okay. I see the fault here. Okay. Let's move back that. No, not move back. Move keep it like this. And what we're going to do is I am going to extend this by 1. Like that. All right, let's start filling it in. Okay. Take that, Shift R. Okay, give me my background. Actually, I still need a marker as to where the base is. Hold up. Don't go past those. Okay. There we go. Why is this looking more like a dragon? No. Focus. Make a bat. Make a bat first. Okay. Ah. All right, so I need to open them, get the mouth more open like that. Maybe a little bit wider than that even. Bit like that actually. Oops. Not quite like that. No, no. Chip those. And do that. Delete that. Oh, Christ. Well, I wanted to make a spooky bat enemy. I think I'm going to succeed on this one. Someone's gonna have nightmares about that. It's Pokemon style from the Game Boy games? Sort of. I'm actually going for 1-bit style. We've been making things very similar to well, I guess you could say Atari games, but we're sort of keeping that feel, aren't we? Welcome in, by the way. Welcome in, Oxy. I hope you're doing well today. Bum 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 ba da ba da ba da 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 ba da 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 da. That's what I did wrong. Okay, do that. Like this. That might be a little too wide, actually. Yeah, the application I'm using is called Aseprite, A-S-E-P-R-I-T-E. Is a very, very good tool for sprite art. Yeah, that looks better. Let's move that in then. You just tried GB Studio one time and sucked it? I've not tried GB Studio yet. I need to give that a go at some point. You know, Aseprite. Hey Kev, good to see you by the way. Welcome in. All right. Ba-ba-ba-dum. Definitely hard to make a vampire bat in one pixel. Well, 1 bit. Like this. Especially whenever it's gotta be this wide to look right. Or does it? Let's trim it down a little. Let's take this vampire bat to Jenny Craig. Like that. Okay, that's gonna be much better. Okay. Yeah, we'll trim it down a little bit. Bring this in. Ooh. Okay, maybe not that much. You know what? Maybe I'll just carve the clay, you know? Carving the clay seems like a good idea. That like that. This is going less from being a vampire bat to being some sort of ghoulie. Yeah, he has a giant mouth, trying to make it to where it'll be a little spooky. Could do that. But it looks more intimidating like that. Bats do have legs, though, so we need to make sure that there are at least some form of foot. I have no... It looks like it's got 2 giant arms here now. Just... I don't know what I've made, but I've made something. We'll give him red eyes. Well, thing is, if I was going more than 1 bit, I would. Doing 1 bit means I'm only using 1 pixel color. In fact, the background is fake. I'll give an example of what it'll look like here in full. Let me go ahead and show you. I can pull up my mock-up that I got, because I've done quite a bit of this. Like, here is the HUD that I have, a mock-up. So I'm going to have the players be different colors, that way they can be differentiated, but enemies, backgrounds, and stuff are all going to be 1 color. Thus the 1 bit. Figured it'd be a fun thing to do, because this right here, the game is meant to be more of a, as you can see how there's a queue right here. Exactly, it's sort of a Atari style game, but I want to be one that's stream integrated, to where people can type in a command and or redeem something, and they'll join in on the list, and they'll pop in on the side here. Party, you know, this is their HP. Then, you know, enemy, you just see them. Whenever they disappear, they disappear. These will all have set HPs. Larger ones will have 1.5 times or 2 times HP. And players that are in the queue, they'll line up like this, and if one goes down, another fills in. So yeah, that's my plan for it. So we want to do a Twitch play style thing, but with old RPGs. Exactly. Because I've seen RPG-inspired idle games, but I want it to actually be a real game. Where people can actually connect through their phone or something like that, or an application on the PC, to manage their stats, their class, and whatnot. I want something more integral, and also make it to where it can be played, you know, just on one's own as well, but it's meant for streaming. Would be hectic probably? Yeah. That's why I'd have to limit the party sizes to a certain amount. And then when one party goes out, the next party gets to choose a quest, or if they want to continue to set, you know, so on and so forth. I got a whole docu-file made up with this whole bunch of documents written up. Because the first thing I always do is I make a whole boatload of documents with ideas, how mechanics could work, so on and so forth. Because I'm an ideas guy. The art here, this is just secondary. I'm mostly here for ideas. All right, let's see. I don't know what this thing is, but I'm thinking it's no longer a giant bat. It's become something else. It has become something else entirely. So let's go ahead and grab this. We're gonna move it on up. Maybe about there. About there. I think what we'll do is we're gonna grab this. Oop, didn't get all of it. Okay. Like that. Do the same over here. I don't know what this thing is, but it's something. Also connect it like this for some reason if I wanted to, but give it a little bit of a body. Weird leg shape, but It's some sort of crazy beast. Let's remove that. That doesn't need to be there. If I do that, then I need to do a little bit of this. Starting to look like a golem of sorts. Actually, that's not bad for a golem design. Huh. Do that, and then... Yeah, this is turning into a golem. Slowly but surely. That or the world's strongest Goomba. Looks like a lamp with arms. Yeah. Edu. No, not those right there. If I do that and then trim that back like that, does it look good? No. Could do that, make it look like it's wearing a belt. Duh. I'll keep it like that. Okay, now it looks like he's looking up just. Looks like he said he's a golem, so he looks like he's strong for missing. Hell yeah. And look, like that, it's a moblin. Ooh, okay, does it look better like this? Or like this? I actually sort of like this a little more. Especially because he's wearing a belt. Makes him look like, Because we got with a nose, without a nose. I could have both. I think it gives it more personality with a nose, though. At that point, maybe bring those down like that. Trim that up. Not that much, though. Nah, keep those right there. More fancy-like with those, maybe even actually a little cute. You know what? People might actually like that a little bit more. Also do that. Give them boots. Something like this. It's a beast folk. It's a wolf man. It's a wolf man now. You see the vision? Well, you see more than I do, because I'm just going with the I'm just going with the flow. Because sometimes you just gotta trust the process. Oop, not that. Yeah, we got it. There we go. We got it. We got it. That's a good one. I like this design here. Okay. It's good. Why, thank you. All right. We're going to save this beastie. Control C, Control N. There we go. We're just going to save it like this. Choose file. Back in documents. There we go. Monster. Beasts. Wolf. Wolfman. There we go. All right. It's fun because whenever you see it like this, the way it actually is, it's unassuming. It just looks like some... Well, actually, let me go back to this one. There we go. It's unassuming. It looks like just a bunch of pixels that don't really make much. But as soon as you add that black background, you can suddenly see the design come together because that void fills in the detail. He's so small, though. How are you going to see him? Ah, well, the thing is, most of the sprites you use, most of the sprites I've made, have been 16 by 16, which is the average sprite size for, say, NES games. Like Link himself in the original Legend of Zelda, 16 by 16 sprites. It's just that whenever it goes up into the projector, it'll be much larger. So it's a thing of, there will be a scaling system to enhance it by either 2 times size, so on and so forth. Oh. Like I'm thinking the average size will probably be, 3 times size right here, scaled up to this. Yeah, it'll be bigger in the actual game, yes. But hey, we've actually done pretty good here today within about 2 hours. I've made this beastie I accidentally made a dragonkin. I made 4 different bandit variations, and I've made a demon lord. Which for you who weren't here whenever I made the demon lord, let me go and pull that son of a bitch right up real quick because it turned out real fucking cool. Okay, bosses. Demon lord was full 32 by 32 bit. me actually click back into this program. There we go. Do this, and I'm just gonna get black for the background real quick. Like that. Mm-hmm. Ah. Hey Osamu, how you doing? How you doing? But yeah, this is the boss that we made. This is the boss we made. It started off again. 3 of these creatures start off me just trying to make a giant bat creature, and it turned into so many different things. Like this dude, so on and so forth. Mm-hmm. Looks like a Greek god kind of thing. He looks cool. Thank you. Yeah, it's just. I just trusted the process. And it turned out nice. My favorite part about this one isn't necessarily the monster himself. That's cool already. But I love the ethereal staff. To where the staff exists, but it's more like a ghost scepter or something like that. I love it. Not save over that. All right. Staff looks pretty. Thank you. Ah. Okay, so that means I've made. If I make one more beast, I can have a total of. How many creatures did I say I had earlier? How many creatures did I say I had done earlier? Let's see. All right. That's the monsters. I've got 3 beasts, 1 boss, 4 ghosts, 4 goblins. Okay, so 4, 8, 12, 16. Then 4 bandits, that's 20. 3 beasts, that's 23. 1 boss, that is. Hey, thanks so much for the raid. Welcome in. How you doing, Conrad? Hope you're doing well today. Oh, you were also doing art. Hell yeah. It's good to have you here. For those who joined in that may not know me, I am Alm. I'm your local adventurer. And today we're doing some sprite art as I do some game dev work because I need to make a full folder of creatures for the game that I've been working on. I've already got the documentation done. Just gotta make the art. Game dev too? Yeah. Thing is, pixel art and the documentation, that I'm good at. Coding, I gotta find someone to help me code because I cannot code to save my life. But nice to meet you, Conrad. Nice to meet you. What type of game were you making, if you don't mind me asking? I'm curious now. Also, let me snooze the ads because y'all just got here. I don't want y'all getting hit with an ad. There we go. All right. I need to make another beast creature, though. What beast to make? There's so many talented game devs feel out of place? Nah. It's just the game development is a whole bunch of fields. There's level design, character design, documentation, programming, so on and so forth, you know? There's so many fields. And everyone's good at least one part of it. Like me, I've done QA work in the past for companies. Like I've done quality assurance for Capcom, Bamco, and so many others. So it's just, I've been in the field for a while, so I've learned certain things, how they should be and how they look. Plus, I've also been playing games since I was 2 years old. Yeah, I did. Contracted work. I was a beta tester for all 4 Mega Man Zero games. Action RPG rhythm roguelike. Ooh. You can share the Steam page? Sure. Let me get you. Links don't work here, but let me go ahead and get you in the Discord. And go ahead and put that in game trailers, game announcements, general gaming chatter. Do I have a Steam page? Not yet. I haven't made a Steam page yet because I want to make sure I have all the assets ready. And then once programming starts, then I'll work on a Steam page. I also need to figure out a name for the game. Right now it's just Untitled Game. You know how it is. But yes, I need to make another beastie. Oh, it's like on a crappy Scratch game? That was it? Ah, fair, fair. Okay, let's just updating a capsule. Finish it first and then post. Roger that. So, what do you do? I don't see the link. It just marked as asterisks in chat over here. That's perfectly fine. No worries. If you want to, people who want to post link, normally the Discord, if you want to share a game or something like that, or your own art, you go there. Just be mindful. Make sure that you chat a little bit, or at least do an introduction post. That way people know you're real. Otherwise, we all know how it is on Discord. People assume bots everywhere. What's the game about? You know what? Let me bring up the mock-up one more time and I'll show you. Because I will show you the mock-up of what I've got going here. This right here is meant to be a more sort of stream-integrated thing. It's going to be a stream-integrated RPG, where characters are people in chat. You got party HP, encounter, queue. It's taking a bit of a note from Wizardry, but at the same time, the look of Final Fantasy while having it more 1-bit. And it's just I got a whole documentation about it, but it's just meant to be fun, keep chat engaged, while also I wanted to have more real weight to it, because most chat engagement games like this, you don't really get to do much. You just type join and chat and then it's just automated. No. I want there to be an application. I want there to be an application or an extension, at least, that works where you can go ahead and pick skills, what type of equipment you get, manage your stats. I want something like that. Something more tangible, you know? Roger that. Nib Nob. Roger. Ah, gotcha. Okay, go ahead and put that in the bot report so that admins can get it. Yeah, because definitely looks like a bot if they're just messaging you out of nowhere and never messaging the server once. All right. All right, but yes, I need to make another beast. Also, Conrad, thanks so much for the follow. I greatly appreciate it. Welcome back, Captain Crazy. Good to see you. Need to take a break after stream? Yeah, understandable. Absolutely understandable. Do be sure to rest well, and thank you again for the raid. I appreciate it. I need to finally make my 4th beast, and then after the 4th beast, I'll probably call it for the stream. Oh, I already made the bandit. Bandits are done. Now we're making another beast so we can have a 4th beast creature that'll appear. All right, let's go ahead and make it to where we know where our bounds are. There we go. Don't go past those. Ooh, sorry, light chest pain for a moment there. All right. Let's start with just the basics. We're gonna start with the black outline, and then well, you've seen how I've done it so far. What do I want to make? I still need to try to make a damn bat. I need to make a damn bat. Because I've been trying to make a bat for three enemies, and it always morphed into something else. So I need to make a bat finally. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Body will probably be about here, maybe? That for the face, yada yada. And I do want the giant maw on it. I do want the giant maw. That, probably more like this. All right, let's see here. Leave it like that for now. Trust the process. All right. Let's see. Maybe like that. Just focus on the outline first. Outline go to about there. I may be making the mouth too damn big. That may be my issue. That may be my issue. Ah, wrong button. There we go. All right, first things first, let's go ahead and start sculpting. Let's start sculpting. Fill this in. That. Get the background layer. Okay. Hey, Volk, welcome in, welcome in. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Yeah, I'm definitely making the mouth too damn big. Definitely making the mouth too damn big. Once we get to the black outline, I could see it clear as day. It may be that I just need to make only the top teeth. Maybe that'll work better. Oh, and we have a lock with us now. Do you the Pokemon calls? I know, of course I know about Zubat. And hey, Kane, welcome back, welcome in. Thanks for seeing my chat, I appreciate it. What am I making now? I'm trying to make a bat, but I'm failing horribly. I've been trying to make a bat for the last few creatures. And it's just, I am having a rough time of it. Okay, now the head's too damn small. Oh god. That looks less like a bat and more like something else. I don't know what. I know what looks like a goddamn number muncher. Shout out to everyone who remembers Number Muncher, by the way. Well, I'm not getting the bat I want, but I can make it into something else at least. Let's... Actually, you know what? I don't want to make an... I've already made a Dragonkin, so let's not make another one of those. Let's remove the wing here. Trim up the tail. Let's move this more left. Like that. This looks like a gargoyle? Sorta, yeah. Stretch always a good thing to do? Yep. Definitely true. Wouldn't a front profile be easier? It would be. I'm trying not to do too many front profile enemies though, because they're supposed to be facing off to the side. Like one of those hepped up dogs from Elden Ring. A little bit, a little bit. I mean, what I could do is I could extend the body shape like such. Move these forward a bit. Make some spines on it. Like that. I don't really... I don't know what this thing would be. I don't really know. It may just be a brand new creature. Because right now it looks very skeletal. All right. It's definitely a thing. What sort of thing? I'm not sure, but it is a thing. Ba-da-ba-dum. Bum, bum, bum. Hmm. Nah. That could work. I think it's just gonna be some sort of skeleton creature. Huh. We'll go just say hi, then you just come. Gotcha. Roger that, Oxy. Roger. I'm just making it. Here's how. Start with the wings, work your way down. What comes to make back? Because the face is the main thing you need to have done for sprites like this. That's the main reason to keep starting with the face. Should I just trim these down? Nah, looks better like that. Maybe a bit like that. There we go. That's better. I don't like that. Okay, that's a little better, but man, did not end up the way I expected. Nor really the way I wanted. But it is still better than having nothing. I don't like it. I don't like it. No, it's going away. Nope. Get rid of that shit. Nope, I don't like it. Nope. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this over here. And then... I'm going to go ahead and make this something. I don't know what, but we're going to make it something. Okay, maybe I do want it right along the edge of the bounding box. All right, let's see, let's see. Okay, let's do that. Fill this in here. Okay. I may need to shrink the head. I may need to shrink the head a bit. Like that. Again, I say trust the process, but what the process is, I have no idea. Let's bring this up a little bit. Should also grab this. Like that? Okay. All right. Trusting the process seems to be working right now. And if I was to shrink the head a little bit more, would that still work? Because then I could bring this up. Like that. Do a little bit of that. Maybe if I do this and this, extend it like so. Do want a little bit of that. Okay. Okay, trusting the process works. Trusting the process works. Sometimes you just gotta trust the process. It may not seem like it's making sense, but it will in time. Mm-hmm. Ah, wrong one. There we go. Okay, there we go. It may not be the bat like I wanted to get, again, but it is something. It is some sort of goofy little orc dude. Yeah, that's definitely some sort of creepy little guy. You know what? We're gonna give him a tail just cuz. Nah, then again, maybe not. Just a little bit of that, maybe. Nah. Keep that out. There we go. All right. Now we're just gonna delete these red dots. This is definitely a beast of sorts. I think... You know, there's gonna be a boss. There's gonna be a boss. I'm gonna extend him as such. There we go. Orc boss. There we go. He's gonna be another 32 by 32. Demon Lord boss. Choose file. It's going to be Orc boss. There we go. Export. Yes. All right, there we go. Give pointy ears. It already has pointy ears. I mean, I could have gone and just deleted this to make it more pointed up, but it doesn't have as much flavor if I do that. So we're gonna leave it as is. All right. I did say I was probably only gonna do one more creature, and I am going to stick to that because, well, clearly my brain is buffering if I can't get even a bat correct. So I'm gonna get a little bit more practice on trying to make a bat, and I'm gonna now sit down. Oh, I'm gonna stretch for one. Holy moly. Oh, there we go. I'm gonna send everyone off to another stream. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wrap this up by saying thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this, please consider hitting that follow button. It helps quite a bit. Do consider hitting that like button. And if you're watching this on YouTube, it helps out quite a bit. It helps out a lot more than you know. My brain really is buffering. Bah. Do stick around for the raid if you would. I would greatly appreciate it. But above all else, have a great day, folks.